Greetings, my friends. Welcome on back to another episode of Minecrafting with Ultra. I am Ultra, and I've been doing a little bit of Minecrafting. Starting out here in our lovely Garden of Dead Folk that we made in the last episode, I had mentioned building a church back here, and I've decided not to. There just wasn't enough room. I spent a lot of time sitting here looking around, counting blocks, measuring stuff out, and ultimately all I ended up doing was moving this bench from here to there and putting a couple trees just to kind of block that off, and I think it works out just fine. I figure we don't actually need a church. We've got one over there. It's in disrepair, so if somebody dies, they can meet up at the bar here at the local pub, and you know, they can kind of figure it out from there. We've also added another unfortunate soul to the graveyard here. Cheeky Frog 1-1, rest in peace. And besides that, I went around this wall here and kind of finished up the stonework. Before it was just cobble, and I know it's still just like a lot of cobble, but there's some mossy cobble, and I put in some stairs and walls and slabs and stuff like that. Some bush every now and then, and some coarse dirt, and I think that makes that look a lot better. Another thing I wanted to show you guys that I forgot to last episode was the view from like kind of out here. Look at how our little village is coming along. Just adding the graveyard and all the trees that we did last episode really filled it in so much. But it's missing one thing, and that is this crick here. We're done over here, but we're not done in the middle. So today I think I'd like to focus on the crick, maybe the pond. We'll get these bridges done if we have time, and then we might do just kind of, you know, whatever else. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I've actually got an inventory full of items here. I've got a few things out around here, and I think we'll start up here and just kind of work our way down. So with that being said, let's finish up this crick real quick. That's right, y'all. We got not one, but two things done off the old board in one time lapse. Why don't I show you guys what we did, starting with the pond down here. This was the last thing we did in the time lapse, and I think it turned out super cool. My favorite thing are the little cattails. I do wish that the glass wasn't quite so clear in this instance, but I think that they look pretty cool. I don't know. They do the job that you need them to do. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to have it look like the current kind of pushed most of the vegetation down this way, and then you've got like some of the leaves in the water and the moss, and then there's a lot more vegetation and stuff down on this end of the pond. I thought just because of the direction of the current, I thought it made more sense. I don't know, works for me. But going this way, we finally did the bridge, and it's nothing too special about it, just bridges the little gap here for the stream. Turned out kind of cute though. And if we go up the river this way, I think this might be my new favorite part of the entire village. I just love all the little bits of life everywhere, all the little cattails and the sugar cane. And one of my favorite things that I use here is mycelium. I went on like a 6,000 block journey to find a mushroom island, whatever. And I love the mycelium in this case, like next to like flowing water and rivers and stuff, because I feel like it's a good mix between like mud and the dirt. I feel like in stone, like it's a good kind of in between. I don't know. I feel like it works. What do you guys think? Let me know. But as we go up this way, you'll see that I also went around and I put little bits of this glow lichen around under some of the trees, because there were a few dark spots that were near enough to the cemetery that I was kind of worried about spawning. Might put one over there. But once we get up here, we've got this little section. I finished the bridge and I kind of ruined it, and I feel like it looks nice. I wanted it to fit in. I wanted it to fit in with the feel of the old part of the cemetery over there, where everything's already kind of fallen apart and dilapidated. So it is connected. You can just kind of walk across if you want, but there's a little bit of a gap, so it makes you feel kind of daring when you leap across there. Look at that little view through the trees there. I love that. Look at our little guy down there. And then once you get up this way past the bridge, it's more of the same really. I've got little bits of life, vegetation along the edge. I wanted it to look like roots popped out in different spots along the bank. One of the things I used to do when I was a kid was float down the river a lot, and you would see this in a lot of different places where like the current would wash away the shore and there would be tree roots and stuff sticking out. I do wish I had more of these guys, more of the little drip leaves. I have to go on an adventure and get more of those, but for now, I think this turned out super cool. It's not quite done though. We're gonna do the last part of it together. Wow. Okay, so here's what we've got going on. Talked about this a couple episodes ago, but we've got the beginning of the Crick here, and it's just kind of this, you know, kind of this for now. But what we've got is some stuff here. We've got some podzol, some coarse dirt, some mud. We've got some diorite, and don't worry if that makes you uncomfortable. You don't have to think of it as diorite. Think of it instead as like a melty kind of snow. You see that? Put a little bit there. Pepper a little bit around, because see, we've got this area here where the snow is naturally coming down the mountain, and all we have to do to make our Crick a little bit more believable is make it look like as it comes down it slowly warms up and melts and turns into this, right? So what I'm thinking we can do is we can have our diorite come down kind of the hill like that a little bit, and then as we get closer to this, we can start turning it into maybe like mud a little bit here. And maybe we even introduce some mud kind of back up this way. Not too much, just little bits here and there. And then along here, we'll get more and more mud. And I think what I want to do to try and show like the progression of the water is we're going to use leaves and we'll waterlog them like that. And there we are. So then the only other thing I'm going to do is mix in some of these other blocks here, like this podzol. I feel like the podzol does a really nice job at also looking like mud or like a wet dirt. Same thing with the coarse dirt, but I'll keep the coarse dirt a bit closer to the edges because to me it does have a bit more of a dry look. But I don't want to forget that this is snow, so we'll bring a bit more of our diorite down here, and maybe we even put one like right here, like that. There, that's not too bad. I have an idea though. We can use these snow layers, I think. I don't know if they'll melt, but I think if we put these around here and hope that they don't melt, that might look kind of nice too. Yeah, that kind of helps with the effect a little bit. There we go, 150,000%. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. That is exactly what I was thinking. So see, now it looks like the snow is kind of coming down. Maybe it's springtime. I don't know. It's melting down here. And as it comes down, it kind of thins out slowly and it turns into this little crick that over the years, over time, it's carved this little valley here that goes all the way down to our pond. What do you guys think? So, with all that being said, we're here now. What an epic transition. I've got an inventory full of potions. I've got invisibility potions. I've got night vision. I've got water breathing. I've never done one of these temples before, but I did come over here and set up this scaffolding, and I died 3 times. I died setting it up, I died coming to retrieve my stuff, and then I died coming to retrieve my stuff yet again. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording for any of that, but I did learn my lesson, hence the inventory full of potions. With that being said though, I think it is time. Let's do this! Wow, that was quite the experience. I have no idea how many times I even died. But the good news, yeah, I still got some water breathing and stuff. We'll go back over there. Good news is I've got this thing cleared out, finally, of doodads. Big guys, the big guardians. So I no longer have mining fatigue. I've got a couple doors in here, so I've got a couple spots where I can get some air once my water breathing runs out. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to clear out the sponge rooms. And then after that, I think I'm going to turn this place into a bit of a guardian farm. Honestly, it's something I've been wanting for a while now, for a couple of reasons. One, so I can have a fast source of experience for fixing my tools and stuff like that. Two, for the blocks, I would love to have some of these guys right here. And three, because I wanted the sponges. So, yeah, here we are now. With that being said, now that I got this mama cleared out, I think I am going to get to work on doing just that, and I will see you guys when it's done. Which just so happens to be right now. And per usual, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's not my design, but I will link the video to the original creator in the description below, and I will also try and put an iCard on screen right now so you can click through and follow through and support the original creator of the farm. However, I did want to bring you guys in just to say, you know, it works, it's pretty cool. This is a farm by ENX04, and I am in Java 1.19, and as you can see, it is working quite nicely. I have spent a little bit of time there AFKing and whacking some guardians and getting some prismarine. I don't really know what I need it for. I don't really have anything like big in mind or anything like that quite yet, but I do know that we will be using some next episode. But you guys are just going to have to wait and see what for. So thank you guys so much. I really hope you liked the episode. Leave a like on the video if you did. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of our Crick. Tell me what you think we're going to be doing next episode. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. Hint, it's something off the board. It's something off the job board. But I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna get this episode finished up and get it edited and get it out to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.